Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My honorable juries, my honorable teachers. In this time, may I introduce myself. My name is Mipip Falah as a first speaker from government team. First, I will explain one of the reasons why Russia invaded Ukraine. Quoted from the BBC, moments before the attack, Putin said in his speech that the reason Russia attacked was because Russia could not feel safe, develop, and exist. Because he thought modern Ukraine was a constant threat. Russia refuses to call the attack a war or an invasion. Putin claims that his goal of waging war is to protect people who are subjected to intimidation and genocide. Many believe that the main reason for Putin's attack on Ukraine is the result of Ukraine's plan to join NATO. Quoted from the CNN page, Putin had said the NATO expansion is an existential threat, and if Ukraine joins a Western military alliance, this is an act of hostility that could pose a threat to Russia. So far, Putin has emphasized his view that Ukraine is part of Russia culturally, linguistically, and politically. For this reason, Putin opposes Ukraine joining NATO. So I think this is a positive action taken by Russia in maintaining the integrity of his country from the Western threat, and also to protect Ukraine from Western control. Thanks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Zahran. Here I will give a counter argument about Russia invasion of Ukraine. The majority of people in Indonesia are amazed the sophisticated tools of Russia in global political map once Russia invade Ukraine. They forget there is a fundamental issue that cannot be compromised by any reason, and that the invasion of Russia is gross violation of territorial integrity and national sovereignty of an independent state. The invasion could also be from the beginning of the occupation or perhaps of colonization of another country. All that terminology is emphatically redlined, but not only international law, but also national law everywhere, including Indonesia. In Article 1 of Chapter 1, the Charter of the United Nations signed in San Francisco in 1945, in its international relation, all members shall refrain to threatening or using violence against the integrity or independence of all nations, or in any other way incompatible with the objectives of the United Nations. The Constitution itself upholds sovereignty, independence that's all nations, and the colonization in this world must be obliged. So no one can justify Russian invasion of Ukraine. Thanks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Honorable juries, honorable executive committee, and my loving brother, I'm here to be speaker from this government team. War between Russia and Ukraine according to Islamic view. My argument about this has a very good impact on the view of Islam, because we already know that the betrayal must be tried to the Russian action is also prevention of the decline of the Russian state and Islam. And in the News Republika.com, it also explained that religion leader Ibrahim Reza in Russia also agreed to this action. She has become strong of her constitution, including local resident, 12,000 Crimean Tatar, and a group of Muslims from areas near. So, conclusion for that, war between Russia and Ukraine, according to Islamic view, this war began Russia's expansion into the territory of Ukraine because Ukraine increasingly sided with Western of the NATO and the US from fear of this. Russia launched an attack on Ukraine because it was considered a serious threat. Ladies and gentlemen, Talaga Tajuddin, chairman of the Mufti Council of the Russian Muslim Spiritual Center, said it was forced move. In fact, it is unavoidable. This is a justified on forced action when Nazim and Fasim said are resorting next to us. When the West is even trying to pit our brotherhood against each other, it cannot be considered normal, he said. Just do it from all, and I beg your pardon from our body and soul. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.